nose, turn down hose, flapper, yes sir, one of those. Has anybody seen my gal? My old gal. Now if you run into a 5'2", covered with fur, she's got diamond rings and all those things, bet your life it isn't her. Could she love, could she woo, could she coo? Has anybody seen my gal? Now if you run into a 5'2", covered with fur, if she's got diamond rings and all those things, bet your life it isn't her. But could she love, could she woo, and could she coo? Has anybody seen my gal? Oh, where's my baby? Anybody seen my little street gal? Anyone seen my gal?
Home Sweet Home reminds me of a poem. Lizzie Borden took an axe and gave her daddy 40 whacks. And when that job was neatly done, she gave her mother 41.
Oh, you can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts, not even if it's planned as a surprise. No, you can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts. You know how neighbors love to criticize.
Well, what happens is people drift in here from everywhere, and we reacquaint one another, and everybody kind of meets with one another, and we sing a song, and we'll be over there meeting somebody else. We'll sing over there with other friends, and it's that way unorganized, you know. It's just kind of like a party here.
Oh, you can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts, not even if you're tired of her cuisine. No, you can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts. You know it's almost sure to cause a scene.
The harmony structure is a little bit different than a choir form or a glee club form. The tenor part is usually the highest part, and it's generally a third above the lead. The bass usually has roots and fifths of the chord, and the baritone floats somewhere between the lead and the bass to generate the power in the chord. To give you an example, how about Down Our Way? We'll just take a tune-up chord just to show you what.
Demonstrate, sure.
Here's the lead.
And that old gang of mine, they sang sweet as a line down our way, down our way.
What makes it so unique is you don't have to have any musical knowledge. It helps to have a good ear for music, and the society now presents a lot of music that people that are talented in that area can read the parts, just like, you know, a score from any song. But this deal here this weekend is composed of a lot of people that like the woodshed songs. They like to find a lead like this that can sing a melody, and then the other three parts sort of woodshed. In other words, they fit in the pieces of the puzzle to make the song. And if everyone has a general knowledge of how the lead goes, then they can fit the harmony parts in and make a decent sounding song out of it.
Oh, you can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts, and then take all the damage on the mice.
On the mice.
No, you can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts. That sort of thing just isn't very nice.
Nashua chapter of SPEBS sponsors this weekend, and I think this is their 33rd year being up here at Alton Bay, and it is the international organization of Society for the Preservation and Encouragement of Barbershop Quartet Singing in America. Yay, I got that one. SPEBSQUA, they call themselves for short.
They said, Lizzie, cut it out, and that's exactly what she did. Oh, you can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts and then get dressed to go for a walk. Oh, no. No, you can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts. Massachusetts is a far cry from New York. No, you can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts.
Shut the door, lock and latch it. Here comes Lizzie with a brand new hatchet.
Can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts. Cross your fingers, knock on wood, local girl is making good. Can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts.
Caught her daddy by surprise, then she cut him down to size.
Can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts.
Jump like a fish, jump like a porpoise, all join hands on a habeas corpus.
Can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts. Massachusetts is a far cry from New York. Massachusetts is a far cry from New York.
Talk to the man upstairs, 'cause he wants to hear from you. Have you talked to the man upstairs? He will always see you through. A man up. You better talk to the man upstairs, 'cause he wants to hear from you. Talk to the man upstairs.
Well, we're two married couples, and the men are Spebs, and two ladies are Sweet Adelines, and we've been singing about 4 years, and as I said, we're husbands and wives, and we started going to conventions and other barbershop functions together, and we started singing, and that's how it all started.
Yeah.
And we are both sides of the fence, is where we get our name from, and we're doing very busy, doing a lot of shows, and having a good time.
Both sides of the fence. What do you say? Right here, right here.
Bill McCluskey was a husky, healthy, handsome lad, and McCluskey had a perspective made by the name of Kate. But McCluskey, big and husky, stuttered very bad, though when he wanted her to marry him, he told her brother Jim, you tell her 'cause I stutter and always get in Dutch. She ought to know I bungalow where we'll make a little need a little lovin'. Help the stuttering go and tell her I bought the ring and such. I love her, there is no other. So you to tell her, oh please tell her, 'cause I stutter too much. Oh yeah, I wanna tell ya. Katie, beautiful Katie, you're the only girl that he adores. When the moon shines over the cowshed, he'll be waiting at the kitchen door, So you tell her 'cause I stutter and someday I'll get in Dutch. I love her, there's no other. So you tell her, oh please tell her, 'cause I stutter too much. Oh yeah.
Hey there, Billy. Would you like to get hitched?
Well, why don't we just fool around? We just started too much. Mr. Bassman, you've got that that certain something, Mr. Bassman. You set the music thumping. To you it's easy when you go 1, 2, 3. Ba 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 ba. Oh no, baby, ba 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 ba. Why, Mr. Bassman, you write all the songs with that boo boo and diddy da ba ba. Oh yeah, Mr. Bassman, you're the head and king of barbershop. Ba 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 ba. Oh no, baby, ba 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 ba. Why, it don't mean a thing when the leader's singing or when he goes by. Hey, Mr. Bassman, I'm asking just one thing now. Will you teach me? Yeah, the way you sing now. 'Cause Mr. Bassman, I want to be a bassman too. Ba 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 ba.
Like this.
Hey, Mr. Bassman, I really think I'm with it. With that boo boo and diddy da ba ba. Oh yeah, Mr. Bassman.
Try this. Now you. With me.
We're getting groovy. Ba 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 ba. It don't mean a thing when the leader's singing or when he goes by. Hey, Mr. Bassman, I really know I'm with it. With that boom boom and diddy da ba ba. Oh yeah, Mr. Bassman.
Now you. With me.
We need more practice. Ba 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 ba.
And now for a change of pace, ladies and gentlemen, from Canton, Massachusetts, the Blue Hill Four.
Ladies and gentlemen, a tribute to Lydia Pinkham.
We'll drink to Lydia Pink, the savior of the human race. She invented medicinal compound with specifications in every case. Now here's a story, a little bit gory, a little bit happy, a little bit sad, of Lydia Pink and her medicinal compound, and how it drove her to the bad. Ebenezer said, I'm Julius Caesar, so they put him in a home. Then they gave him medicinal compound. Now he's Emperor of Rome. We'll drink to Lydia Pink, the savior of the human race. She invented medicinal compound with specifications in every case. Reggie Klinger, the opera singer, could break a glass with his voice, they said. Rubbed his tonsils with medicinal compound. Now they break glasses over his head. Uncle Paul, he was very tall. He was the tallest man in town. Rubbed his body with medicinal compound. Now he's nowhere to be found. We'll drink to Lydia Pink, the savior of the human race. She invented medicinal compound with specifications in every case. Little Herman and Brother Thurman had an aversion to washing their ears. Then they cleaned them with medicinal compound, and they haven't heard a word in years. Lydia Lydia died and went up to heaven. All the church bells they did ring. She took with her medicinal compound. Hark the herald angels sing. We'll drink to Lydia pink the savior of the human race. She invented medicinal compound with specifications in every case. With specifications in every case.
The 7 Old Ladies.
Tra-la-la, 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 la 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 la, tra-la-la, 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 la 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 la. Oh dear, what can the matter be? 7 old ladies got locked in a lavatory. They were there from Sunday till Saturday. Nobody knew they were there. The dears had been having some tea with the vicar. They got up together, they thought it was quicker, but they didn't know that the door was a sticker, and nobody knew they were there.
Let's try it very quietly.
Oh dear, what can the matter be? 7 old ladies got locked in a lavatory. They were there from Sunday till Saturday. Nobody knew they were there. The first to go in was dear Mrs. Murray. She ran for the door in a terrible hurry. But when she got there, it was too late to worry, and nobody knew she was there.
Try it again.
Oh dear, what can the matter be? 7 old ladies got locked in a lavatory. They were there from Sunday till Saturday. Nobody knew they were there. The next to go in was Elizabeth Flynn, who prided herself on being so thin. But when she sat down, the poor dear fell in, and nobody knew she was there.
Let's hear it.
Oh dear, what can the matter be? 7 old ladies got locked in a lavatory. They were there from Sunday till Saturday. Nobody knew they were there.
Our sweet little girl was Emily Clancy. She went there 'cause something had tickled her fancy. But when she got there, she found ants in her panties,
And nobody knew she was there.
Once more.
Oh dear, what can the matter be? 7 old ladies got locked in a lavatory. They were there from Sunday till Saturday. Nobody knew they were there.
The 4th was the wife of the Deacon of Dover. She was as green as a field of new clover, but she found it such fun that she asked to stay over.
And nobody knew she was there.
Now let's hear it.
Oh dear, what can the matter be? 7 old ladies got locked in the lavatory. They were there from Sunday till Saturday. Nobody knew they were there. The dear little thing was sweet Pamela Humphrey. When she sat down, she made herself comfy. Tried to get up, but couldn't get her bum free. And nobody knew she was there.
Let's go.
Oh dear, what can the matter be? 7 old ladies got locked in a lavatory. They were there from Sunday till Saturday. Nobody knew they were there.
The six to go in were sweet Jennifer Slaughter. She went to relieve a slight pressure of water. She stepped on the handle, the rising tide caught her,
And nobody knew she was there.
Come on, everyone.
Oh dear, what can the matter be?
7 old ladies got locked in the lavatory.
They were there from Sunday till Saturday. Nobody knew they were there.
And the last was none other than Pamela Brewster. Sat down on the handle, thought someone had hoosed her. Said it certainly don't feel as good as it used to. And
Nobody knew she was there.
all together.
Oh dear, what can the matter be? 7 old ladies got locked in a lavatory. They were there from Sunday till Saturday. Nobody knew they were there. The janitor opened the door on a Sunday. The ladies all said, come now, let's have a fun day. So he locked up the door and they all stayed till Monday. And nobody knew they were there.
The last chance.
Oh dear, what can the matter be? 7 old ladies got locked in a lavatory. They were there from Sunday till Saturday. Nobody knew they were there. Nobody knew they were there.
There's about 37,000 barbershoppers, and there's about 35,000 Sweet Adelines. So the two organizations are very, very strong, and we're all going toward the same goal of keeping this barbershop music alive in America here today. And they, all over the country, I'm sure they have functions like this all over, where money is donated to Logopedics, which is the men's charity organization that they donate to for children with speech disabilities and that, and a lot of the money that they raise over this weekend will go to that particular organization. They also help with the Alton Fire Department here, and so I think, you know, the local citizenry is benefited by all the people that turn up here every year too.
If the rest of the world don't want you, if the rest of the world don't care.
How did it begin? Well, it began in the barbershops. Saturday morning, back at the turn of the century, was generally a place where men would go to get a haircut, right? They don't do that today. I guess they go to some other place to get a haircut, but that's what they did back in the late 1800s and early 1900s. And they had no radios or nothing else, and the barber would be cutting hair, and 2 other guys would come along, and they'd pick up a song and start singing it. So it developed in this manner.
One life to live, one life to give. I wanna have fun in just one lifetime. I wanna have fun before it's done.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, from Nashua, New Hampshire, Joseph Kopka, director. A warm welcome, if you please, for our chorus under the direction of Mr. Frank Pence, the Granite Statesman, right here. Oh, come on, let's hear it.
Coming down the street, looking so neat, it's Alexander's Ragtime Band. Come on and hear, come on and hear, Alexander's Ragtime Band. Come on and hear, come on and hear, it's the best band in the land. They can play a bugle call like you never heard before, so natural that you want to go to war. That's just the bestest band, what am, little honey lamb, come on along, let me take you by the hand, up to honey, oh my honey, let me take you to Alexander's grandstand, brass band, ain't you coming along? Come on along, come on along, let me take you by the hand. Up to the man, who's the leader of the band, and if you care to hear that Swanee River played in ragtime, come on and hear, come on and hear, Alexander's ragtime. Listen to the beat as they're coming down the street. My, don't they look neat? Hear that music, ain't it grand? It's Alexander's ragtime. Come and hear and play, see them swing and sway that ragtime band. Ragtime band.
Ladies and gentlemen, a nice warm welcome, please, for the Country Charm.
Down in our alley, there's Susie and Sally, rolling their eyes up to the skies, looking so swoony, you'd think they were loony, till one of the gals put us wise. Now that the secret is out, here's what the fuss is about. Johnny's in town, my honey, Johnny's in town. Oh dearie, he's been around. He knows French and everything. La la, you should hear him when he says ooh la la, when he is near. He's such a dear, I haven't seen him in a year. Just think of it, Clarice, he spent a year in Paris. Oh, Johnny's in town. Oh, Johnny, how you can love. Oh, Johnny, heavens above, you make my poor heart jump with joy. When you are near, I just can't sit still a minute, I just, oh Johnny, please tell me, dear, what makes me love you so? You're not handsome, it's true, but when I look at you, I just, oh Johnny, oh, Johnny's in town, my Johnny's in town, oh dearie, he's been around, he knows French and everything. You should see him squeeze mia, mamma mia, when he is near, how I want to cheer. I haven't seen him in a year. Just think of it, Clarice, he spent a year in Paris. Oh, Johnny's in, oh, Johnny's in, oh, Johnny's in, hip, hip, hooray, he's on his way. My Johnny's back in town.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Concord and Framingham, Massachusetts, our division and novice Division 6 champions, ladies and gentlemen, a nice warm welcome, if you please, for the Awesome Knights of Harmony.
The old song, the old songs, the good old songs for me. Bum, 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 bring back those good old days. We mean the the days when the boys sang the melody. Those were the good old days.
We want a happy tune we can croon in oh so many ways.
Bring back those good old days. We mean the days when the boys sang the harmony. Those were the good old days.
We want those happy days, snappy days. Talk about the way Pappy plays.
Give us a catchy phrase so we can sing about those good old days. I want a girl just like the girl that married dear old Dad. She was a pearl and the only girl that Daddy ever had. Those were the good old days.
We want the razzmatazz, all the jazz, kind of thing that vaudeville has.
Give us a catchy phrase. Wah, wah, wah. So we can sing about those good old. Darling, I am growing older. Wah, wah, bring back those good old.
Talk about those good old. Bring back those good old days.
Bring back those good.
Bring back those good old days.
Tootsie, don't cry, don't cry. Goodbye, Tootsie, don't cry, Tootsie, goodbye.
We all belong to the same chapter, Merrimack Valley chapter, the Sweet Adelines. And we all belong to the same
We're being rated.
Hey! Wonderful, wonderful, yes, yes.
Quite a number of barbershoppers were around the lake here in this area that we were friendly with, and Bill Marsden brought up 6 barbershoppers from Norway. And my husband asked him if he'd come back in the afternoon to sing for his father, who was quite elderly. He came back, and from then on, my husband said, well, why don't you bring him back next year and bring twice as many, which he did. And I think we had on our lawn here, we had a train, a little miniature train, and green, and we put a platform out there, and they performed, and people loved it. So the next year, they came back again with 4 times as many, and we charged admission. For myself, I love every one of them. They've been so marvelous to us, and I think they've done a great deal for our community.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Sound Relations.
Heading over valleys, arriving on time. All aboard the B&O, flying to the station and arriving on time. Get your tickets ready for the B&O line. You know there's all kinds of joy and there's all kinds of thrills when you're riding the country or chugging up hills. The people are swaying to and fro while the engineers tooting all aboard. Let's go! The people who live all along the track all line up and wave and watch the old smokestack. If you really want adventure, you're surely to find. Hop aboard the B&O line, just feel that choo-choo chugging, pulling 22 cars. We hope that we make it, it's not very far, and we're heading over valleys, arriving on time. All aboard the B&O line. Just feel that choo-choo chugging, pulling 22 cars. We hope that we we make it, it's not very far, and we're heading over valleys, arriving on time. All aboard the B&O, don't miss your connection. All aboard the B&O line. Get aboard, the train is on. All aboard the B&O line. It's just about time.
Thank you.
If we only had love, then tomorrow will dawn, and the days of our years will rise on that morn. If we only had love to embrace without fears, we will kiss with our eyes, we will sleep without tears. If we only had love with our eyes open wide, then the young and the old would stand at our side. If we only had love, love that's falling like rain, then the parched desert earth will grow grain again. If we only had love for the hymn that we shout, we'll have conquered all time, all space, the sun and the stars. The old folks don't talk much, and they talk so slowly when they do. Though rich they are poor, their illusions are gone, they share one heart for two. Their homes all smell of time, of old photographs and old-fashioned songs. Though you may live in town, you live so far away when you've lived too long. You'll see them when they walk through the sun-filled park where children run and play. It hurts too much to smile, it hurts too much, but life goes on for still another day. They tremble as they watch the old silver clock. When day is through, it tick-tocks so slow. It says yes, it says no. It says, I'll wait for you. The old silver clock that's hanging on the wall. It waits for us all. Carnivals and cotton candy, carousels and calliopes, fortune tellers in glass cases, we will always remember these. Merry-go-rounds quickly turning for you and me, and the whole world madly turning till you can't see. We're on a carousel, a crazy carousel, and now we go around again, we spin around, we're high above the ground, down again around, and up again around, and up again around. So high above the ground, we feel we gotta yell, we're on a carousel, a crazy carousel, we're on a Ferris wheel, a crazy Ferris wheel, a wheel within a wheel, and suddenly we feel it starts being reeling down again around, and up again around, and up again around. So high above the ground, we feel we gotta yell, we're on a carousel, a crazy carousel, tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, 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 in a carousel.
Ladies and gentlemen, now the Down East Chorus from Portland, Maine, ladies and gentlemen, our district champions.
I got a secret. To a friend again. If I outlive Methuselah, I found $1,000 on the street one day and tried my very best to keep it mum. I told old Tommy Johnson on the strict QT, and Tommy told another friend. That friend then told the owner, and he called on me, so I had to give the money back again.
And now from Nashua and Concord, Massachusetts, the 15th edition, right here.
Now Moses stood on the Red Sea shore, smoked that water with a 2x4. Water parted and his people go through, but the water won't part for me and you. You better run, 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 run. Run to the city of refuge. You better run, run, run. Well, the gospel children down in Egypt land were held right there in a Pharaoh's hand. Famine hit the land and the water run low. Well, if you're holding any people, better let them go. You better run, 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 run. Run to the city of refuge. You better run, run, run.
Now Joshua was sent to be a mighty foe as he marched right up to old Jericho. He blows his horn and the walls fall down. Then I knocked in the wall around your hometown. You better run, 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 run. Run to the city of refuge. You better run, run, run.
Now a long time before we had the cotton gin, we thought we'd better bring a lot of working people in. Carry them over in a slavery boat. Well, if you bring people here, we gotta let them vote. You better run, 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 run. Run to the city of refuge. You better run, run, run. Now you and me, we got a lot to learn about the troubles that make this world turn. We see our neighbors and we judge them hard. Well, we better look around in our own backyard. You better run, 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 run. Run to the city of refuge. You better run, run, run. Run to the city of refuge. You better run, run, run.
can hardly wait between episodes upon the screen. I'm in wonder, I'm in doubt, just how it turns out. Give me the reins, there's pep in my veins, onward, westward, ho! Hi-yo, silver, hi-yo, hi-yo. Over the trail or hill and dale, swift as wind will go. Hi-yo, silver, hi-yo, hi-yo. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. We must prevent that crime. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. We'll get there in the nick of time. Under the sky we will fly, hunting we will go. Hi-yo, silver, hi-yo. I'll tell you a story, a real true life story, a tale of the western frontier. The West, it was lawless, but one man was flawless, and his is the story you'll hear. Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold, brave and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Oh, boom, 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 boom. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet under the sky we will fly, hunting we will go. Hi-yo, silver, hi-yo. Now, when you look upon the screen, Tonto and the masked man can't be seen.